Before we begin this video, I want to make something abundantly clear. I do not support anybody promoting, threatening, or causing any acts of physical harm.
At 11 tonight, a gun rights activist met with an angry crowd during her visit to Ohio University today. Hundreds of demonstrators surrounded Kaitlin Bennett.
Who is Kaitlin Bennett and why do people dislike her so much?
You don't know what life is.
She's gonna eat it. Did you say to me? You know I carry, right? Okay, I get it. I'm very cute. We're at a pride parade, a lot of gay girls around, so I get it. Justin, be on the lookout. It's okay. Nothing to worry about. The cause of death in the United States is it's abortion. And put free tampons and pads in the men's restroom for men who have periods.
Sounds great.
Okay. You'll see anything wrong with those statements?
No.
What men do you know with periods?
General use ones like in Willie T have pads. I use them pretty often. So.
Yes, you should act like a man and not a little bitch.
Okay.
That's what you should act like.
Say it again, now that I have it on camera. Come on, say it again.
You're gay. Immigrants can come here that want to ruin our culture. Opinion on the slaughtering of unborn babies.
What's your opinion on the slaughtering of animals?
I think people eat animals.
That whoever lives by the sword will die by the sword. Listen to me, you need to repent.
Dude, shut up.
Kaitlin Bennett. She's somebody that I have only heard about recently, and every video I see of her just makes me cringe or alternatively irritates me to a point where I have to stop watching because of the way that she approaches people. Before we continue this discussion, I would just like to say that if you enjoy this video and the rest of my content, please consider checking out my Patreon page. YouTube has kindly decided to demonetize most of my content, and it is extremely frustrating as a creator.
Come here.
Yeah.
Links will be posted below. Filming 2 videos in one day because I'm on a roll with Chester. You're facing the wrong way, my dude. The biggest reason why I dislike Kaitlin Bennett personally is because of the way she approaches people. Regardless of whatever political stance she has, I believe that Kaitlin Bennett is one of the most miserable and loathsome people I have ever seen in my life.
So I have successfully made the entire pride parade in Des Moines about me.
She goes to social events and purposely targets individuals who appear more outspoken and emotional because she knows those types of people are going to provide her the content that she desires. She goes to great lengths to humiliate others and is extremely rude to people.
There's a child dancing over there. Holy, that's disgusting.
And not only that, in some cases, she flat out harasses them.
Oh, we can get security to have you leave.
That's fine. I mean, this is a public place.
You're ruining the vibe for everybody.
I'm not ruining anything.
This is public property, correct?
Well, it's
Not really private.
Public property, correct? This street is public property.
Right now.
You understand that you're disturbing people, correct? The reason that you and I are speaking right now is because they came and got me from all the way down 3 streets over because people are complaining about your behavior in here. Stop. And so if someone's complaining about your behavior in here, I have every right now to talk to you about it. Do you understand that?
She goes into these events with no desire whatsoever to create a constructive conversation with others or try to better the world with any of her ideas. She only goes into these events with the intent on publicly humiliating individuals so that way she can create content.
Why you are here though? Like
To expose you guys, to expose how ridiculous and intolerant you are. And it's great. I'm getting great footage, so keep giving it to me.
She approaches strangers with nothing but the intent to on them in public, which, by the way, ever so ironically, this is the newest trending hashtag revolving around her because she allegedly pooped herself in public.
Oh, it's bad. Excuse me, kids, I need to run. Ow!
I put a lot of Arby's horsey sauce on those.
Oh, it's bad.
The real issue is the way that she treats people in public and online And now she finally got a taste of her own medicine. And Miss Bennett did not enjoy being on the receiving end of that humiliation and embarrassment.
That's not hateful, is it? Cops are watching this happen. There's another one.
I am all for people, regardless of their opinion, being able to host an event and discuss it, because if what they're saying is truly idiotic and stupid, then many people can get up and explain why and use their freedom of speech to explain why what they're saying is irrationally dumb. With that being said, that also means freedom of speech allows people to protest. People should be allowed to protest something if they are heavily against it, as long as they're not making any threats or causing any harm or acting upon any violence. Kaitlin claimed that the people protesting her were rioting, and she also claimed that they were terrorists. A police statement was made, however, stating that no injuries were reported, nor were any arrests made throughout the entire campus on that day. They also noted that Kaitlin didn't warn any authorities before visiting this campus, and that by doing so, they could have provided more security for this. There were claims that someone threw a lot of hot coffee at her, however.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
In which case, if true, that's absolutely disgusting. You can get your message across without physically harming someone, especially in such a gruesome way.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
All of that considered, as long as no physical harm was done, I really don't feel bad for her. I'd have more sympathy to somebody who would be dumb enough to kick a hornet's nest. This was a fate waiting to happen. You can't get famous off of publicly humiliating random strangers and then expect a warm welcome to every college campus you visit. To expect everyone to bow their heads and ignore your presence after countless incidents of you harassing people at public events is nothing short of hypocritical. She then posts on Twitter, "I will absolutely be returning to Ohio U's campus again, and next time I will bring an army of gun owners for an open carry walk-through campus. You can't keep us away, and you can't keep us silent." She then mentions how she has been contacted by the FBI 4 times due to threats against her life, and that is absolutely repulsive if that is true. Nobody should be taking it to that extreme. That is absolutely horrific. That is not okay. Don't fucking do that. I personally think that she was waiting for this incident to happen at some point down the line in her career, because she is now milking this. She is blowing it out of proportion, saying that people were rioting, that she was in immediate danger.
So not really tolerant on their part. What about the Ohio University Police? What did they do?
They did absolutely nothing. I guess honestly, actually they did do something. They let their campus riot today against people with, like that woman said, minority opinions.
That people should fear for their life if they go there and are conservative.
And any conservative student that goes to that school should fear for their safety.
I think she was totally waiting for this opportunity to strike, because she knew that when it did, she would go viral and she would have a case against an entire group of people and claim that they are rioters and terrorists, when most people were just voicing the fact that they were unhappy that she was at their campus. If this girl is very confident in going out to large groups of people, publicly mocking them and trying to humiliate them, then maybe getting a taste of her own medicine, again, as long as there's no harm or violence involved, maybe that's karma. But that's just me. I want to hear your opinion in the comment section below. Do you think people took this too far and should have backed off a little bit, or do you think she deserved this protest? Let me know your thoughts and your opinions, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, it's fun!
Before you go, if you have made it this far into the video, please consider checking out my buddy Marzi Pandorica, the creator of this end card. He does really awesome work, and he does commissions on Twitter. Also, thank you so much for watching all the way through if you've made it this far, and be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, because YouTube just so happens to love to hide things from you. And make sure you check out my other social media, which is all linked down below. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you later.